Aren't you about ready to go home now?
Yo, check this out.
One, two, three, break it down.
Get busy. Get busy. Get busy. Get busy.
One, two, three, kick it. One, two, three, break it down.
Get busy. Get busy. Get busy. Get busy.
One, two, three, kick it. One, two, three, break it down.
Get busy. Get busy. Get busy. Get busy.
One, two, three, kick it. One, two, three, break it down.
Get busy. Get busy. Get busy. Get busy.
One, two, three, kick it. One, two, three, break it down. Kick it. Kick it. Kick it.
What up, guys? Sorry, I just had to finish my dinner. What's going on, guys? Oh, I'm just sending out a tweet that I'm live. Yeah, we got a lot to talk about tonight. I wanted to talk a little bit about the state of Capcom right now before we jump into some games. We got some good stuff to talk about with Capcom, so let's get into it. So, let me put the alert on. I've heard that there's a possibility that Capcom might release a new Dead Rising, because I've heard really good things about the current Dead Rising remake did so well. We gotta talk a little bit about yeah. We're live now. We're talking about about Capcom's recent updates, their financials. We got some really good news to talk about in regards to that. So let me pull it up. Alright, let's see. Capcom. 93% of Capcom's game sales are digital, and the company expects that number to grow, which is pretty impressive. Really good results, apparently. Let's see, where's the graphics on it? Oh, let me lower this down a little bit. Oh, let me look for some stuff here. Yeah, we got some really, really big stuff here. Let's see, can we find anything on it? Hold on. Alright. So I'm currently looking at everything right now, trying to find the recent quarterly reports from Capcom. I think I've found it here. I think I might have found it. No, I don't want to see like just all this from here. Average number of shares outstanding during the period: 418 million. Yeah. Let's see. Hold on. Give me a moment. I'm looking for it. I'm looking for, I'm very curious. Quiet period, April to May 12th. Shit, I'm trying to find the info on this and it's just not coming up. Let's see. Financial data. Segment. There's been some stuff that's happened. Alright, I'm trying to find the news. Shit, I'm trying to find the investment report. Alright, hold on a moment. Alright, I found it. Medias. Let's see. Major takeaways. I think we got it right here. So, yeah, major takeaways of the 2026 earnings achieved 13 consecutive years of OP growth, 11 consecutive years of 10% OP growth, highest consolidated sales and operating profit in Capcom history, increased year-end dividend to 25, full-year dividend totals 45, dividend payout ratio 34.5%, continued to target over 10% OP growth, dividend forecast interim 23, year-end 23, full year total 46, net sales at 151,524. YO2 21%. Let's see. Yeah. Full year, they expect full year of 2027, a 3 full year plan. Continue to target over 10% OP growth. Dividend forecast interim 23 yen, year end 23, full year total of 46. Their net sales were 101,524, and in operating profit 570, operating margin 37.5%, ordinary profit 594%, and the net profit attributable to owners of the parent 433 to 18% year over year. Results 1,696. That's crazy. That is insane. And then let me see if I can find the other results. Alright, hold on a moment. Full year 26. 3 unit sales ranking. Resident Evil Requiem was 691 units, and then Resident Evil 4 369. Resident Evil Village, you know, of all their IP, Resident Evil is the highest sold. Monster Hunter is 127 million. Street Fighter is at 59 million a year. Their third highest selling, series, above Mega Man. And then Devil May Cry is 38 million a year, and Dead Rising 19 million. And Street Fighter 6 kind of dropped in a couple sales, but it's been doing really good. Like Street Fighter 6 is like one of their highest lifetime selling games. So that's pretty good. It's pretty good. Dragon's Dogma is at 14 million. It's pretty low. And then Marvel vs. Capcom is 13 million. And Onimusha is 9.1 million a year. So Resident Evil Requiem takes the top spot on the podium for this year, followed by Resident Evil 4 and Resident Evil Village, which have sold 3.6 million copies. It's so good. Oh my god. Yeah, they're doing so good right now. Let me see if I can find a better, I want to see a whole, like, graphical look of this. Let's see. I think I gotta download all these just to look at these. Okay. Alright, let's look at this. Major takeaways. Let's see, their operating profit is at 570, 12% year over year, still very good. Operating margin, 37.5%. Ordinary profit, 594% to 16%. Their net profit attributable to owners of the parent, 433 to 18%. That's really good. I mean, that's very good money that they're earning. Their plan is to make 580 by the end of the year, by 6% more. Their digital content is like the highest earning thing that they've had so far, and that is at 875. Net sales are at 1100. No, their digital contracts are 1,442. Net sales going up to 1,953 total. I mean, arcade operations are down. I mean, it makes sense. Like, there's less people playing in arcades, but I guess that's probably like for either global or I think like within Japan specifically. That's only in Japan, not globally. Amusement equipments, 57. That attributes to 177, 14%. Other businesses, 43 to 76, 25%. Digital contents, 453, 23%. 796, 8%. Arcade operations, 6, 32. Let's see, consumer breakdown, package sales, 300. Digital sales, 533, 1,256. Consumer total, 833, 1,419. Mobile contents, 42. Total comes out to 23. Let's see, titles sold, sales regions, Turnham 4, Turnham 19. 307 to 230. Genki actually has a note of this. Let's go to Twitter real quick. This is an old Twitter tweet from Genki from April. Let's see. Genki has some news on this. Oh yeah. Jim Ryan's biggest mistake after the overzealous live service push was not caring about Japan. Over the last 5 years or so, Japanese games and things from Japan have become more popular than ever around the world. PlayStation, being a Japanese company, should be in a better position to capitalize more on that. Which I agree, yeah. Games in Japan are just a lot better. Yeah. Yeah, I have a deeper understanding why PlayStation is no longer big in Japan after looking in stores and talking to people. Prices are not affordable anymore, especially when the yen is weaker. Sony gave up on Japan over the years, especially when they moved headquarters, to California. This was a huge slap on the face. PlayStation is not present anymore. It's hard to find Sony stuff in general, while Nintendo you can't miss, for example. Their first party output doesn't appeal to the Japanese gamer. No real handheld options as of now, but will change with the PS6 generation. They don't go aggressive on third-party games anymore that appeal to Japanese gamers like they did before. Bottom line is Sony needs to have a handheld option with games that appeal to Japanese gamers at a more affordable price and have a bigger presence everywhere, marketing and appeal, which I agree. He should have never closed PlayStation Japan Studios. Well, thank God he's gone, but the damage has already been done. I mean, this generation has had the worst performance yet because of Jim Ryan. Someone on here says, not sure you can pin this on Ryan. Sony has never had the brands to beat Nintendo in Japan. Once everything went third party, it was always going to be an impossible mission for them. Well, yeah, but I mean, no, the issue is that, Sony has always been able to appeal everywhere with their third-party options. Like, especially during like the PS3 era, that was a big concern. But they were able to get some of that win back with some of the performance they had with their games from there. Hold on a moment. Alright, okay, I'm back. Let me pull up. So, sorry, we got sidetracked with this. Alright, hold on a moment. Oh, they have a Saros display in Akihabara. Yeah, Marvel Tokan Fighting Souls. For Japan only. Persona 30th anniversary pop-up. That's so cool. Capcom X Japan Volleyball. Grace artwork. Oh, that's cute. I love that. Pretty cute. You know, I want to know who did the artwork design for that. Let's see. Well, Enix merchandising profits were up 85.2% year on year, mainly due to Final Fantasy X Magic the Gathering collab, as well as 2B and Dragon Quest. Okay, cool. I mean, yeah, it makes sense. Dragon Quest is like their second most well-sold franchise after Final Fantasy, so it doesn't surprise me about that. Okay, where is the recent update? Oh, I love this. Okami series has sold 4.8 million units worldwide. It's really good. Dude. Dude, where is the... Here we go. Highest ever cumulative total. Yeah, this is where I'm at right now. Digital contents. Titles sold. Total units sold 300 and... Yeah, total units sold 3,260 year on year. Like, they're doing great. They've done it. They've done it the right way. Capcom has. Oh, the Capcom store tour in Ikebukuro. Capcom are on fire at the moment and opening new official merch stores across Japan. I hope they release one in. I really hope they release one here in LA, in California, or or across some in the US. Yo, look at that.
Hey guys, Genki here. Today we're heading to the newly opened Capcom store in Ikebukuro.
Ikebukuro.
The store opened this February in Ikebukuro Park.
They have Street
went to
Fighter
go check it
stuff.
out.
They have
So here's the front
Devil
of the
May
store.
Cry stuff.
Because it just opened, there were some celebratory flowers at the front.
Oh, that's so cool.
And this cool mural is at the front.
Oh,
of the
there's
store too,
Chris on the
featuring
front,
lots of
Dante and
awesome
Chris.
Capcom characters,
And
such as
Frank.
Mega Man, Okami, Chris
And that
Redfield,
one
and
character
more.
from
And
Sengoku
before we head
Basara.
inside, I thought I should show you this massive statue of
Big old
Jury
jury
from Street
statue.
Fighter 6, which is at the front of the store.
That's so sick.
So let's head inside. There's a massive Capcom logo on the ceiling, which is really nice and sleek. And the store is filled with lots of Capcom goods. This was right before the launch of Resident Evil Requiem, which just released, and it's an amazing
Oh,
game.
that's so
Capcom
cool.
is really on fire this year. I guess they will change the artwork every time a new game releases when you visit the store. So let's take a look at some of the exclusive merch you can find.
I
at the
want. They
Capcom
gotta
store.
do a release of one of these
Here
in
we have
California.
some acrylic stands and keychains.
It'd be so
part
cool
of
if
the
they
new
did
merch
this
line
at
with
Little
Capcom
Tokyo,
characters.
like they did
It
last
could be
year with the
Ryu,
Yakuza
Chun-Li, and they even have
stuff.
some cookies. Mega Man 2. Yep.
Yo, they have Ryu, Chun-Li, Mega Man. They have Leon and Claire. They have Dante and Phoenix Wright
Mega Man 2.
and
Ever wanted
Morgan
to eat one of
on
your favorite
there.
Capcom characters? Well, now you can. They also had some awesome clear files and pin badges, which Japan loves.
Those are some cool pin
And
badges.
don't forget more acrylic stands. Here we have Morrigan from Darkstalkers, and Leon and Claire, along with Mega Man.
Those are
and
some
the
cool
Palico Cat
standees.
from Monster Hunter. There's a lot of Leon representation in this store, including these cool clear files to keep all your papers organized. But I don't think Leon is so organized as he keeps losing his jacket every time. Now let's take a look at some of goods for the Monster Hunter series. Lots of palicos and cat goods everywhere. Japan loves cats and Japan loves Monster Hunter. We have some cool palico plushes, handkerchiefs, bottles and more. And these cool keychains as well. Even the meat cats are getting some love here. And if you're not into the cute palico cats, there's a bunch of awesome Monster Hunter figures. They have a bunch of different monsters all in figurine form for you to take home.
That's so
And
cool.
they come in all different sizes. There's some larger figures here for around $100 if you like your monsters bigger. And here they are outside of the box.
That's so
So of
cool.
course it's not just Monster Hunter. We also have a bunch of Resident Evil goods, including some goods from the 30th anniversary of Resident Evil.
Oh, the
which is
Resident
this
Evil
year.
30th
Here
anniversary
we have
stuff
the
is out
awesome
there.
30th anniversary artwork on
That
the back.
Chris
And we
artwork
have
is so
some
cool.
bookmarks.
Leon and
Notice
Chris.
how they put
Ada's
Leon
got a
and Ada
cool
next to
one.
each other. We also have Chris, Claire,
Leon,
Jill,
Claire, and
and
Jill.
Grace.
And
We
Grace
also have
now
some
has
umbrella
one too.
envelopes and notepads.
That's so cool.
And some green and red herb bath powder. And we have this cool raccoon 30th anniversary t-shirt as well. And some more cool merch, including these handgun ammo style lunch boxes. Maybe don't put that in your carry-on when you're traveling on the plane. And there's a bunch of Street Fighter merch too. We have
Oh,
these cool
love
jewelry
this. The jury one looks sick.
and some more characters, such as Cammy.
Jamie. Cammy's got one too. I love that.
We also have
Love
some
the
Street
Cammy
Fighter
one.
puzzles.
They have a whole puzzle set? Cool.
And a bunch of cute Street Fighter 6
Some
plushes.
little plushies. All the Menons, Ed, Chun-Li.
Also have some Street Fighter tags, minifigures, and stationery.
Those are so cool.
Here we have some
I just
Blanca
love the
keychains
art style of Street Fighter
and some
6.
more acrylic stands. Plus a bunch of towels and other merch. Here we have some cool neon design style merch for Street Fighter.
Oh, it's so cool. Jamie, Jury, Luke.
And the merch
Some
doesn't
cool
end
neon
there.
ones.
There's a bunch of Capcom's other franchises as well, such as Mega Man. And some more of Capcom's more obscure franchises too. Here we have some more Capcom goods with all the different characters, including this mug which has a bunch of Capcom characters hidden
I would
inside,
love to get that mug.
and more stationery and
And
notebooks.
they have a little bag of it too with all the Capcom characters.
and
Capcom
t-shirts.
creator. Oh, these are sick.
And we have a bunch of Japanese art style keychains. And a whole wall of Capcom stickers featuring various characters,
Yeah,
such as
they got
Ryu
Ryu.
and Ace Attorney. We have some
Those
Street Fighter
sick.
ones here too. And of course
Cammy
Leon.
and Chun-Li.
And here's a bunch of Phoenix Wright merch here as well. We have these cool plushes. And files as well. And don't worry, Devil May Cry fans, there's also a section of Devil May Cry merch featuring these school glasses of the Devil May Cry characters and this cool framed result screen from the Devil May Cry games. Bunch of cool Devil May Cry merch featuring Nero, Dante and more. And we have a whole wall of cute Capcom beanie plushes.
No, those are really cool.
Quick shout out to today's video sponsor, Hobby Genki. They have tons of video game items and merch straight from Japan that ship worldwide, such as these Capcom figures and
Okay, pretty cool. Alright. We kind of got way off track. We were supposed to look at some of the info on Capcom's update. Oh, Jesus. Capcom reported record high sales and 9 consecutive years of record high profits, achieved 11 consecutive years of 10% operating profit growth. Net sales up 15%, operating profits up to 13%. Over 59 million game units sold in the last year. Highest yearly game sales and profits in Capcom history. Square Enix, where are my young gamers? Just the Willem Dafoe looking up image. Oh my god, that's hilarious. Okay, I think we've found it here. Is this the one? Do we have... I want to find one that has like all the good image. That's like the imagery. Their digital sales have sold the most, like year over year. 1,256, like, yeah. Their yearly sales, like, most of their sales have come through, like, through their digital content. That's like their most highly sold stuff, especially like through their PC stuff. Like Capcom is officially a PC company now. All their games are more PC than they are on console. And if they are on console, they're all digital, like less physical sales, which sucks because, you know, we need more physical sales. But yeah, it looks really good. This is really good news. The latest entry in the series, Resident Evil Requiem, achieved unit sales of 6.9 million units. Like, that is so solid. The Resident Evil series and Devil May Cry 5 led catalog title unit sales growth. So, Resident Evil Requiem, 6.91 million. Devil May Cry was 1,294 total. That's million sales, which is sick. And then it's topped by Resident Evil Village, 1,493, and Resident Evil 7's 1,740. Like, that is crazy solid. Alright. So Resident Evil 3 was 1,336. Followed by Resident Evil Village is 1,493. And then Street Fighter 6, 671. Yeah, that's million. Probably, I'm assuming. And then, you know, all the other Resident Evil games like have sold like just as much lifetime wise, but this is all lifetime sales. Like, lifetime sales have sold so much. And the Monster Hunter series is at the very bottom. If we scroll down, we have arcade operations, opening a total of 9 stores, including Capcom Store Taipei, Taiwan, Capcom's first directly operated store overseas. Wow, in like Taiwan. Capcom Mix Hypeno Hoop Store in Osaka, an experience-based amusement facility. That's so sick. God, I wish we had that. Like, the Asian markets get so much cooler stuff than we do here in the States. Net sales, 124, year over year, 26%. 156, 26%, 193, 24%. That's all their net sales. 227. Year over year, 18%. $256, 13%. Operating profit, 6. All right. Oh, a sec. I'm also checking some stuff on regionals. All right, let me see. All right, I'm checking some stuff right now. I gotta get some coffee or tea. I'm looking for some news on some regionals. All right. Anyways, we got to get back into this. The Capcom store. So, yeah, Capcom, like, their Asian markets are like the most, like, are the biggest, like, in terms of their sales and everything. Like, they really get the best in terms of, like, their games and, like, their arcade stores and everything. And it's just, it's so good. And yeah, I feel envious about it. Closed stores. There was one in 2022 to 2023. There was 2 store closures in 2023, total. 2024, 0 closed stores. 2025, 1 closed, and this year 1 closed store. And there's been just new stores popping up year over year. 5 in 2025, and then 9 total planned, I guess, like, recently that have opened as of 2026. Total of 61 stores operating. Now, for their amusement equipments, I guess, like, their arcade machines and everything, this is only in Japan. I guess this is just, yeah, their slot machines. Other businesses, their esports. Here we go. So, sales and profit by year over year by leveraging IPs and merchandise, collaborations, movies, television, and more. Over 20,000 spectators attended Capcom Cup 12 and Street Fighter League World Championship 2025 held in March 2026. Net sales 43%. 2023 was 43%. 2024 to 2023 year over year was 42%. Their net sales 61%, 61 total, which was up 45%. And then total net sales for 76, which is 25% of this year. Character 63, 19%. Esports media, it was 9 and 20. It was 200% in year over year. 2022 to 2023 was 9, pretty high. Then in 2023 it dropped a bit, quite down to 67%, and then stayed at 67% in 2020 between 2023 to 2024, up 5. Went down 6 to 60, but went up to 8 in between 2023 to 2025, and then from 2023 to 2026 is at 12 total. Operating profit, like, has gone up, dipped a bit in 2023 to 2024, but between that to 2025 it went up to 8, about 60%. But it's been dropping. It dropped down to 50% in 2026. Their operating profit was at 54%, 14 and -6% in 2023, and then -38% in 2023 to 2024, and then it was around 8 2024, and went up to 181% in 24. Alright. Let me pull this up. So operating profit 15, 54%. 14, negative 6%. And 8 to negative 38%. And then 2025, 2023, 24. Go on 181%. And then 36, 47% year over year. And then character 22, 29%, 28 to 27% in 27% in like 2023. But yeah, they went up to 25, like 37 in 2025. And then 2026 was 40 down up to 43 per in terms of their characters most used. Esports media though kept dropping. But total operations have gone up to like 47.6% every year, like with Capcom Cup. Yeah, hold on a second. So, but yeah, year over year, like their whole business, profit has just doubled. What is this music? Let me change this. It's Dead Rising. I'll find the good fighting game music. Yeah, their operating costs have just been like pretty amazing year over year. Digital content. So 6 arcade operations, amusement equipment, 100 to 50%. Other businesses 36, 47%. Adjustments minus 112, 122. Operating margin 3.5%. Ordinary profit 741, 13%. Net profit attribute to owners of the parent 545, 13%. Let's see. Amusement equipment, 100 to 50%. Other businesses, 36 to 47%. 35 minus 4%. 104 to 4%. %. Amusement equipment, 4%. Arcade operations 3%. Let's see. Operating margin 38.5%. 39.5%. Ordinary profit 741. Digital contents were the most sold. Their 2026 plan, they've sold over 1,442 million units. Holy shit. Capcom's eating so good. Package sales 162. Digital sales and digital licenses 1,256. Yeah. The digital license portion 36. Consumer total 1,419. Deferred revenue portion 123. Mobile contents 23. Negative 32%. The operating profit 706 to 8%. Operating margin 48.9%. See, 2027 year plan is 101,522 million units. Package sales 123. Let's see. Digital sales 1,367. Digital license portion planned so far for 2027 is nine licensees. Okay, versus way less than from this year, which is 36%, which is 6%. I guess because of current economic conditions, they're expecting next year is going to be much worse. With the whole conflict with Iran. It's possible that could have a negative impact on 2027's their bigger sales for next year. Negative 27 difference. Consumer total is expected to double in 2027 and 71. Deferred revenue portion 123. Mobile contents 32. 39%. Operating profit 795 to 13%. Difference is 88. Operating margin 52.2%. Digital contents for 2027 3 plan. Total sold sales regions 253 to 244. Total unit sales 5,907 year over year. Let's see. 6,500 year over year for 2027 year 3 plan. New units 960. Catalog units 4,946. Digital units 5,493. PC units, digital, 3,217. Console units, 2,276. Physical units, 413. Overseas units, 5,313. No. Japan units, 593. 10%. Year over year, negative 29.2%. And then 700. Let's see, 10.8%. D107. For your 2027 free plan, 11.3%. Same store sales, 106%. New stores 9, closed stores 0. Total 70, 15%. Amusement equipments. Oh yeah, there are other businesses like the Street Fighter movie. Continue leveraging IP through multifaceted initiatives. Plan to hold Capcom Cup 13 and Street Fighter League World Championship 2026 at Ryogoku Kokugen Arena. Season 2 of Devil May Cry anime series began streaming in May. Oh god. Yeah. I have no investment in that series after the first season. I couldn't get through the first season. Last year I couldn't. It's so bad. Live action Street Fighter movie scheduled for release on October 16th. I'm holding the lowest of expectations for that film, but I'm hoping it's good. I'm hoping for it might surprise me, but I have very little hope in the Street Fighter movie. Character 63, 19%, 65 in 2027, 3%. Esports media 12 in 2026, up to 2027, expected meaning it to drop to 11. Operating profit 36. 2027, 3 plan at 35. Character 43, 16%, 44 in 2027. Esports media -6 to 2027, -9. And 47.6%. And then 46.1%. Yeah. Supplement financial position summary. Major financial information summary. Assets 22 to 3. Cash on hand and in banks 1,072. 2023 1,021. 2044 went up to 1,251. And 2025 1,667. 2026 is 1,480. Year over year -11%. Accounts receivable trade 74. 2023 is 249. And then 2024 253. 2025 333. 2026 was 332. And then work in progress for game software 311. 385 in 2023. 390. 492, and then 2026 is 546. land 52. Got other total assets. Wow, it's crazy. Capcom's like just doing massive numbers right now compared to Square Enix, which is struggling to really keep a hold. But yeah, their leading brand IPs right now are Devil May Cry, Resident Evil. Capcom highlighted its leading brands for remakes, sequels, and ports as part of its growth strategy in its latest financial report. Mega Man, Devil May Cry, Dead Rising, Okami, Dragon's Dogma, Ace Attorney, and Onimusha. It's great to see Onimusha on there. They're already coming out with this new spin-off sequel. New sequel. That's sort of like a new, not remake, but like it's sort of like a new remaster for the series. I mean, we already got Dead Rising 2 years ago, and that did really well. So they can possibly do a sequel on that level with Dead Rising 2. Let's see. Devil May Cry, they got to figure out what they're going to do with that. I know they already got Okami 2 in the works. And they got Ace Attorney. Yeah, a new Ace Attorney that they're working on, plus a new Mega Man that's already come out. But no Dino Crisis. Like, it sucks they're not working on a new Dino Crisis game. But yeah, that's all for the Capcom news. There was another thing I wanted to get to, but we are burning time right now, so I wanted to get into some Virtua Fighter, and I actually wanted to try a really old game because of our look at Virtua Fighter 6, which I'm hoping gets more stuff, hopefully at maybe Summer Games Fest next month, if not TGS late in early fall. But yeah, we're gonna take a look at we're gonna take a really good look at an old fighting game called Garoden, which we gotta take a look at right now.